Hello, welcome everybody. I hope that you've had a fantastic day so far and a fantastic week. We have got Fantasy FC Team 2 coming out today with a load of new players, a load of new hero cards as well. We're going to have new objectives, new SBCs, all of the above. Hopefully, this week, I could get something good. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Considering the week just gone, I don't really think there was maybe a Joe Cole from Champs Rewards was the notable thing that I got. Outside of that, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, today, we begin with apparently not having enough points to do Champs playoffs, so we'll have to do at least one Rivals game. Hell yeah. Hello, how am I? I'm doing fantastic today. I hope that you are as well. It's been a lovely, lovely positive one. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what we get today at 6 o'clock. It is the weekend. It's a big Pokemon Go weekend. Unova Festival. It's going to be awesome. Going to head into the city centre and try and catch a load of stuff and get a load of exercise done at the same time and just have a really enjoyable time. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend. Also, Leicester don't play this weekend, so that's enjoyable. Oh, God. We're so bad. We're so bad. But oh well. It is what it is. It's football. You're not in control of what happens with your club and your team, are you? So you can't get too upset over it. Otherwise, you'll just cry yourself to sleep at night over something that you don't have any effect on. Oh. That's a lovely piece of play to start things off. Vardy assisting Ricky P. If only our actual team could play like my Leicester team does on this game. We've got some banging cards in this past and present squads. Oh my god, I've just realised. Oh no. Because I didn't go on the game yesterday, I don't know if Kante ran out with me having like 2 squads left on him. Or if he runs out today. Oh no. That would be a bad one. Because I was doing the squads from like high to low. And I really don't know. Jamie. Oh, trying to twist and turn that defence inside out. But they're having none of it. I still need to do that Maradona Evo as well when I can be bothered to do so. Why does YouTube do that? No, skip. There we go. But as I say, welcome everybody. How has your week been? Have you been up to much? Has it been any good? I've had a pretty busy week, but fun. Why has that gone straight at the keeper instead of in the corner? Come on, Jamie. But yeah, it's been good and positive and healthy, which is a big thing for me this year. I said at the start going in with like resolutions and stuff like that. Why is my keeper fallen over instead of diving for that? That's the first thing they've done all game, and of course it goes in. Oh dear. A lot of my stuff this year was going to be fitness and health based. And part of that comes into doing things like golf, for example. It all helps with being healthy, active. I've been really enjoying that side of things. Okay, that's why we need it that way round. We need Kane to be threading the through balls to Vardy, not vice versa. He has significantly better passing. Have that. You clown. And if we could just get a couple of goals up, then maybe there's a world where this person leaves. Because, I mean, they've done one thing in this game. Somehow it led to a goal as well, but they are getting slapped about, really. But welcome, everybody. Anyone got any plans for this weekend? Of course, it's FA Cup, isn't it? I think. Which is why we're not playing. Because, of course, we're out because we got scammed by the offside goal against Man United. But maybe it was a blessing in disguise because it means I have to watch 90 minutes less of us this season. Which can only be a positive at this point, I'm sure. Okay, Mads. Come on, lads. We needed to be doing better than this. Why are you pausing? At 2-2. But yeah, my day has been good. Nice, productive. Again, went out for a good walk earlier. Going to do another one later. It's going to be good. Also, random question. As it is the Cup this weekend, does that mean that Champions League is this upcoming week? Or is it the week after? Pretty sure Kante runs out at 6 today. Okay. That is the news that we want to hear. Because I can finish him off before he runs out. Otherwise, that would have sucked, because that would have been a chunk of fodder. Oh my god, this person's not good. Whip it in. Harry Kane! How has that missed the target? Shame about Leicester last night. I hope you had a good time at the concert. I had a fantastic time. Other than the fact that in front of us were some absolute morons that nearly kicked off at one point. But hey, that can happen at these kind of things. Fortunately, it didn't affect the whole gig, which is good. But it was really, really good. For those that didn't see, I went to see Yumi at 6 on their final ever tour. I think it's the 3rd time I've seen them now. Saw them on their 2 previous tours when they'd come to Leicester. They're very, very good. The stage presence and everything they have, the interaction with the crowd and everything, it's fantastic. And I know, to be fair, that is the case with a lot of bands. They are great live. But you see some performances of, like, some bigger artists. Oh, my God. Some bigger artists, and sometimes it feels so robotic. What on earth was that dribbling? With that Eto? How did he just keep the ball that tight to his feet? That was crazy. What on earth? Okay. I mean, this sadly is one of the major downsides to doing a past and present Leicester team. You have to use a 76 rated goalkeeper. Or maybe 80 if you're going Casper, but he's not going to get any chem. Sucks that we still don't have goalie evos. Because everyone's cards are so good that Hermanson basically doesn't make a save. But yeah, so if you didn't see what I put out on like Twitter and TikTok and everything. So last night I was at that gig, and so therefore I did not see our game live. I recorded it, but I specifically asked my dad to tell me, or us, if it is a waste of time and it is not worth sitting and watching an hour and a half of football after we get home at like 11:30 or something, please tell us. And sadly, that is what he said. So I watched the game on 4 times speed, and I'm so glad that I asked for... I asked to be told if that was the case, because dear God, if I had actually sat there until like 1 AM watching that. Christ almighty. Callum, thank you very much for the continued sub on Twitch. You're an absolute legend. Very much appreciate the support and generosity. You're a hero. Beza, hello, welcome. You're going to watch the Klopp documentary on Amazon Prime. I didn't know that was out. You're only subbing because you can watch UCL footy. I don't really know what that means. Linesman in the last round did you a favour in the end. Yeah. How are things? Very good, thank you. The Champions League first legs are this upcoming week. That is cool. This weekend's the first time they try semi-auto offsides. It is, yes. In the FA Cup. Again, ironically, after Man United went through via an offside goal. It's good, isn't it? You think not watching the game made the night better? Absolutely. So I got back, and as I say, we watched it on 4 times speed whilst having some McDonald's. Absolute dream. And I was still in a 1k calorie deficit. Pow! Smashing the health so far. It's good. Like, just... It's crazy how when you start to get into, like, calorie tracking and stuff like that, it's mad how easy it is to actually burn off, like, the sweets or little treats that you might give yourself. Like, I don't know, I have these little bowls full of different, fingers are in the way, of little treats and stuff like that. But they're all measured out. I know that if I have a, crap. 2 minutes of walking on the little walking pads will burn off a Haribo or something like that. And so you can still have all of these like little treats and stuff in moderation. And I feel like a lot is made out that if you want to try and lose weight and get healthy and everything, you have to drop everything that you love. It's not the case. You've obviously got to have stuff in moderation, but I've been really enjoying just being really, really active and fit in different ways, whether it's doing cycling, whether it's doing walks, runs, golf. Ah, crap. It's been great. But yeah, you are seeing right now the one reason why I don't really use my Leicester team. I feel like maybe I should just put like Van der Sar in goal when I use this team. Because I enjoy the squad. I just hate the fact that I basically don't have a goalkeeper. Mersab, I'm doing very well. Welcome. Good to see you. Sometimes football isn't for everyone. Concert's more important. Hell yeah. Especially an away game at West Ham. I've been there multiple times. I had zero intentions of going again this season. Nice. Go! Harry, no! Harry Kane. Harry Kane. How has that gone through his legs? I read it perfectly. What? And then there was a foul. How was there a foul? What happened? Genuinely, how was there a foul? I don't understand. Bizarre. Foot champs, no. Div rivals, as it says in the top corner. I don't have the points to even do my qualifiers for champs, which is why I'm doing Div rivals right now. Okay. Do I have any options? Dear God. Why isn't Didi all the way up there? Where's my cam? Team! Jamie! No! Close. Good afternoon. Got boxing tickets for the boxing at Tottenham Stadium. Nice. That'll be really, really good. Anyone I know? Or... Nah. Ping that. One touch! Oh! You had to sit through 2 hours of pain for the game? Yep. A few accounts tweeted it. See why Souček didn't do his trademark celebration. Yes, respect for that. I really do respect that. No, and that's why it needs to be Kane into Vardy, not the other way round. He just can't thread those through balls in the same way. What are you doing? What are you playing at? Move the ball forward. Okay, J-Lings, that is dreadful. Can my players make better runs? Come on! No! That right there. I tell you what. I talked about this on the last stream. That spot in the box. What is wrong with it? The amount of times that you get in that very, very specific, like maybe 1 or 2 yard radius in the box, and they put it wide, is insane. And, of course, Mads has never saved a shot in his life. Oh, it's pointless having a gold goalie in, isn't it? And that comes after we should have gone 5-4 up, but my player with probably like 95 finishing puts it wide. It's so frustrating. But yeah, at first, after like the mega patch, I thought that maybe sometimes finishing in the... Oh, Lingard. This card has not felt good so far. I think this is the first time I've properly used him. Not a good first impression. This is that one that went from like a silver all the way up to 80 whatever rated. It's probably not going to be in here. No. So, did I capture it in this? Or not? So, in this instance, it has to be said, I will give a tiny bit of credit to the game. Tiny, tiny bit. Wait, where do I actually press shoot here? To be fair, I did press shoot there. And he took an extra touch before shooting. And so the direction was a little bit off. But by the time he took the shot, that direction is aiming a little bit further down than it should be. With assisted shooting, it should probably still go in. However, this position on the pitch... And I really wish there was something that I could do on stream where I could, like, draw on it and show you. I just don't... I don't believe there's any way that I can do that. To point out what I want to show. Like, if I go to sources here, is there like a widgets or anything like that that I can use? No, doesn't look like it. Maybe there's a way to do it somewhere, somehow. And I'll have to try and figure it out. But in this instance, again, the left stick is aiming a little bit further down than it should be. But if you're in the position that Vardy's in, that is the sweet spot in the box that for the past, like, 2 months, they put it wide. And I don't understand why. Again, for this one, the aim of the shot is a little bit low because I wanted him to shoot first time, but he took a touch and the touch went down in that direction, and so he was then aiming a little bit too far down. But that's the position where consistently, like at least once per stream, we'll have someone miss. Even like Harry Kane with 99 finishing and 97 composure misses from there. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Not been getting notifications for anything. Googled it, tried everything, no fix. The final recommendation, uninstall and reinstall all apps and bang, notifications are back. Oh, wow. Incredible. That seems pretty dumb. Yeah, this J Lings did not feel great, but we'll keep it going. Keep it going. At least it's fixed, though. That's solid. Want to watch UCL on Prime, so might as well sub. Don't normally use Prime. Ah, I see. Well, thank you very, very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Okay. Next game. Still in bulking season for another month, then shred for the summer. Get the tan on the body too. Ooh. Will I get tanned for the first time ever? If I feel good about myself going to America? Feeling slimmer and healthier? Maybe. In reality, probably not. But who knows? Maybe if I get slim, a bit more toned, then I'd actually care about it. We'll see. But that's pretty much the plan. The next 4 months, I am trying to absolutely smash fitness goals. Oh. And see how much weight I can lose without starving myself. Like, still having at least 3 proper meals a day. A couple of snacks here and there, but just doing a lot more exercise. Oh my god, Mads made a save. I mean, it was literally kicked straight at him, and a statue would have made that save. But it's better than last game. Can he bang it from there? No. Mate's a Leicester fan, crashed out the group chat last night. It's the most pathetic Leicester team he's ever seen. No fight, no desire. Only positive is we haven't broken Derby's record. I mean, we're also better than Southampton. That's not saying much. There's another positive. You've also had Mads, Bilal. Even Koulibaly, since he's come in, has been good. But, what, was he injured? Is that why he wasn't in the squad yesterday? No idea. But there's been a few positives, just not many. What a shocking cross that is by Madders. Packed 89 Van Sar, any difference between the two cards? No idea, so am I just doing cardio right now? I have lifted weights and that kind of thing once, maybe twice ever in my life. Wasn't even controlling for Fafana, that's good. That's fun, isn't it? We're getting screwed! In terms of looks and everything. Bailey, it's really, really good. And yeah, that'll be solid. Wow, interesting pen. yeah, I have no interest in doing any, like, weight training until I am happy with weight loss and have interest in going the other way. But as of right now, in the last 2 and a bit weeks, we're down about 2 kg. So it started really, really well. And I'm enjoying myself, and I feel better for it as well, being active every single day. Like, properly active. Not just a little 15-minute walk. Do I think Fury is a joke for not wanting the AJ fight? Fury is pathetic and has been for years. And I cannot believe that it's taken so many people so long to realise that he's a hypocritical tool. And just straight up liar as well. I hate the guy. He's amazing as a fighter, but as a person, I despise him. Oh, nice! You can't wait for 6 PM so you can finally stop packing Sanket. Yeah. Do we know when they get upgraded? I don't understand, like, because he got an assist or a goal in his first game. I don't understand why the upgrades aren't done on the same night. They obviously could do it if they wanted to. But do we know when they happen? Sports Direct selling Liverpool Champions merch. It's a risk. You never know in football. I mean, it is Arsenal the ones chasing them, so I guess we do know, but still. Bang! No, the first pass was meant for Lingard. Then it was going to be to Harry. Oh, we're tearing these apart. Hop! Oh. Oh, I tried to play him offside. What a tackle by Farce. I should never have tried that. That was never getting through. If I was going to try that past Vardy there, it needed to be over the top. He's offside. How am I? How was the concert? Really, really good. To both of those things. In general, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy and positive each day right now. And yeah, concert was great. Oh, it's not what I pressed, is it, game? Screw you! Reports going around saying Arsenal want Kimmich. Yeah, I've seen that. He would be on a free as a replacement for Jorginho. That feels like that would be an amazing pickup. If you then also go and get the striker that is desperately needed... That's what I pressed. Why does it take 3 attempts to do a skill move on this game? Why does it just ignore the input? So frustrating. Zeus, hello! Losing games purposefully in the cup to lower the ELO definitely works. I'm 9-3 after the first 12 games. I need to play my next batch of 12. Because that, as a ratio, is not good enough if we want that Mycom. They already have the upgrade? Ah, okay. Then packing Saka is not as bad as it was. He's already gone at 1. Yeah, what Bailey said, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're watching on YouTube, you can hit the thumbs up, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I would appreciate that. Anytime anyone likes the stream, it pushes it out further to people that are browsing YouTube to potentially see it. And if you're enjoying it and you want to see more, then you can subscribe for shorts, videos, and streams. And if you're on Twitch and you enjoy it, you can hit that follow button. Wouldn't that be incredible? It also says we have a new member on YouTube today. But I don't see that at all. Maybe someone like renewed and it hasn't come through? I don't know. Interesting. Ping that up there. Harry! Oosh! Oh my... Okay, so you press shoot and your player doesn't shoot on this game anymore? That's fun. What a challenge. I love those, like, RB slide tackles. Harry Kane! Okay, Finesse Plus isn't gone in from there either. There was a payment issue, don't know why. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Oh, what's a ball? Why did I not double tap that? That should have been a double tap through ball there. Poor decision. That's a good ball. Little dink over him. Little dink. Oh, what are you doing, Jamie? I said little dink. What was it? Did an icon pick yesterday? Got base Garincha. Is he still good enough? Don't really see those kind of cards when you play Rivals or Champs. So I don't know how he plays nowadays. Question is, will Arsenal rush back Saka? They shouldn't do. Because the league... I mean, the league's basically done, isn't it? Barring some kind of catastrophic downfall for Liverpool, the league is over. So they don't really need to rush him back in that regard. The one thing would be if they've got to a deep stage of the Champions League and they really, really need him, would it be worth trying to bring him back a little bit earlier to boost their chances of maybe winning a Champions League? I think it also depends on the recovery times and the return dates for their other injuries. Because, like, if other players came back, then I know they're not going to be as good or as impactful as Saka, but it will still make a big difference. Although I believe isn't Havertz out for the rest of the season? Hamansa made a save, but it bounces straight back to them. We need to put Van der Sar in. Tost, thank you very, very much for the 5 months. Glad to hear you're doing well. Hell yeah. It's a good feeling to just, in general, be happy. Right? Like, I wish my YouTube videos and stuff were getting more views. That would make me from happy to elated every single day. Like, if we put out a new video tomorrow, that was one of these new Fantasy Team 2 cards, and it got like 10k views, I would be loving life. Whereas the one that I put out on João Felix that I actually really enjoyed doing got like 400 views. It was a mega flop. It was absolutely terrible. I don't really know why, especially because it was an SBC, and people like to see SBC players to see whether they're any good. So I don't know what happened with that one. But maybe, just maybe, the next one would do a bit better. Ping! And then we've got a football channel upload planned for this weekend as well. Why is Vardy not locking on? Oy. Oh, that would have been really nice. Google sent you... Oh, yeah, we read that. Okay. Jesus. I don't know why I've just tried to pass it to him. There was a man standing in the way. That pass was never getting through there. It was a terrible, terrible decision. But we got 10 in-game minutes to hold on to a 2-goal lead. I'd like to hope that we're okay. But, considering we basically don't have a goalkeeper, it's not quite as simple as I would like it to be. Oh, I was so nearly in. Nice. Lovely. Ricardo. Go on fast. Keep going. Keep going. Woot fast. What a man. Hell yeah. On his new SBC card, missed out on Palace back-to-back wins since Friday. It depends. Sometimes they backdate promo. Sometimes they backdate live cards to the date that Team 1 was released. So we'll see. Interact with the chat and be part of the streams and more. Exactly. Packed in, but he's got no good playstyles, Garincha. Fair enough. Both Havertz and Jesus gone for the season. Martinelli's early April. I mean, Martinelli wasn't even good this season when he was available. If they beat PSV, they have Madrid or Atletico. Yes. So it's whether he would be available. Assuming they get past PSV, it's whether he would be available for the next round. If they try and fast forward his recovery. What they might do is try and save him for the... Like, if there were two choices of one, you could fast forward recovery a little bit and he'd be available for the first leg, but there's a risk, right? I think they would potentially try and hold out as much as they could during the first leg, bring him back for the second, and hope that they can turn round if they've lost in the first leg, something like that, rather than risk him for both. You think Arsenal are closest to winning the UCL than Prem? Yep. Yep. You would need Liverpool to mess up numerous times. And you to basically be perfect for the rest of the league. Which feels unlikely. Highly unlikely. To be honest... Right. Okay, let me just quickly check this. I see that name. No others really. Okay. Right. There we go. Any thoughts on the Fantasy League for Mycon? I I feel like it is a good thing because you're getting people to use different teams and different players, which is nice, rather than seeing the exact same meta squads every single day that you would in Rivals and Champs, etc. And then you're also giving people the possibility of earning a crazy card. Now, I'm not sure I'll get this. I need to win. I need to go 21-3. Not sure if that's going to happen. Everyone like and sub if you haven't already. I agree. Basically, to beat Arsenal right now is go 1-0 up and you've won because they're toothless up front. Wow. Sort of true, though. Did I watch the Pokemon Day stream? I did, yes. I'm excited about new Pogo stuff. Pokemon Champions seems cool. It feels like finally they're actually trying to make something that rivals Pokemon Showdown, which I've never really played, but I've watched a chunk of over the years. And also Legends ZA. Oh no. I shouldn't have claimed it. Oh, I shouldn't have claimed it because I've been using his 84 in the cup because it's so good. Oh. Never mind. Well, we're going to have to change our cup team slightly then. But yeah, it was good. It was nice, positive. Which is all you can really hope for. The dream scenario is that some stuff that people have like mocked up on Twitter and stuff in the week or two leading up to the presents. The dream is that some of those things are true. Like there was a mock-up of like the classic collection that would be all the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, but like available as a digital collection on Switch or something. That would have been unbelievable. But sadly, doesn't seem like it'll be a thing. Oh well. Looking forward to trying new Erdegaard. Looks very good. Yeah. PSV decent. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not a foregone conclusion that Arsenal are going through in the Champions League at all, especially with their injury issues up front. Like you say, they just don't have much bite in their attack. And so it's not like at the start of the season, if you had got PSV in the Champions League as Arsenal, you would have been very confident of beating them. But at this point, nope. Liverpool will lose at some point in April. You think Chelsea and Brighton that we have, that's somewhat hard. You like the concept of the cup, even those that aren't good to get Mycon can still get super good packs. Exactly. Yes. I agree. The packs, yeah, the packs are very, very nice. Lack of strike will always cost Arsenal in crucial type matches. Yep. I can't believe that they didn't even like loan one. Do you think people underestimated Schlotz this season? People were saying he'll do awful. I think anyone that said he would do awful are ridiculous because they won't have known anything about him. I feel like the majority of people's prediction for Liverpool this season was that they'd probably get like top 4, but they wouldn't win the league or wouldn't be in a title race because they were basically going to keep the same squad as last year. They'd brought in a manager that hadn't managed in the league before, and so therefore you don't know what he's going to be able to do with this squad. the majority of people would have also thought that Arsenal would do basically the same as they've done the last few years, which they have, really. They're just pushing second place. It turns out they're not the title contenders. They aim to finish second, it seems. And I don't think anyone really foresaw the downfall of City being this big. So I feel like, again, the majority of people, when it came to Arne Slot, he was just an unknown. And so it was hard to judge. But anyone that said that he would do awful, that's just either stupid or you're trying to put a bold prediction out there to say that you're a genius at the end of the season. Right? There's no logical reason to have said that they'd be awful. You think Liverpool's been fortunate with not having injuries like City and Arsenal? I agree, but this happens most years, right? The team that wins the league is often fortunate with injuries. And that's one of the reasons they end up winning the league. Right? Think about it. Like, even when we won the league, imagine if one of Vardy, Riyad, or Kante had been out for 3 months. How big that would have been. Any team that is going for a league title, to some extent, needs to be fortunate with injuries. And if you can manage to win a league whilst having big injury problems, that's incredibly impressive. Liverpool have had multiple big injuries over the last few years where they've had big players out for decent periods of time. And so maybe this is just sort of a balancing out season in that regard. Whereas, was it last season or the first season that Arsenal like pushed City, where they just didn't really get those big injuries? No, the first season they got Saliba out, didn't they, towards the end of the season, and that cost them. But I think last year they weren't that bad injury-wise. And yeah, you need some fortune in that regard. Or maybe you don't need to be lucky with injuries. You need to not be unlucky. Right? I think that's maybe more so the case. Is it lucky to not get big injuries? Or is it unlucky to get big injuries? I don't know. I guess it maybe depends on how you're managing the rotation of the squad and players and resting them. Like, if you're getting big injuries to big players because you're playing them for 90 minutes every single week, never giving them a rest, maybe that's not so unlucky. And so the balance of the squad and everything has to come into it in that regard. Ugh. 14th in the league for distance covered, so people need to credit Schlott for why we've not had injuries. 14th. That's really surprising. But yeah, you look at, like, obviously City have the Rodri injury. That's not the only reason why they've not been as good this year. Basically, their entire midfield, other than the player that they've just bought, is like 30 or older. And that seemingly has just caught up with them and is obviously affecting them, which really, really doesn't help. They've also, like, goodness me, the consistency of injuries that they've had across their back line over the last couple of years has been mad. Like, when was the last time that they actually had their entire back line available? It feels like if John Stones isn't injured for 3 months, then it's Ruben Diaz. If it isn't Ruben Diaz, then it's Ake that's out. They have just had so much of that. It's kind of crazy. And their injuries this year have been kind of mad. On top of just, like, have they finally just burnt out? After winning the league 4 years in a row, have they finally just needed a year of taking the foot off the gas a little bit? And they haven't done that, and therefore they've got injured and stuff like that? Maybe? Arnie Schlott in-game tactics has been a huge reason why Prob's go on to win it. Wasn't it like the start of the season where you were crap in the first half of like every game, but then second half, you'd turn it around and you'd slap everyone? It felt like that was just a common thing that was recurring week after week. Which, you'd prefer that to it being the other way around, where you start off games strong, but then you fall apart. You'll lose more than you win if it's that way around. If you're playing Saka every week for 90 minutes, at some point he'll pick up an injury. I agree. Like some City fans said, you're not a true champion if you don't win it back-to-back. Like, how stupid do you have to be? That is just a bizarre thing to say. Not a sprint 100% of the team anymore. Play slower now. Yep. Well, there's Kante done. It is a good one. I like this one. Do you like Schlott? Because I know you didn't like Klopp. And thoughts on the style of football you feel under Schlott? We have different types of styles. You do. Schlott is more likeable than Klopp because Klopp is one of the most unlikable managers in world football. So it doesn't take much to beat him. Because he just became so... I don't know what the word is. But would never seem to take the blame. Like, it was always someone or something's fault. And everyone was out to get Liverpool and get at him and all of this stuff. And just, it seemed like he instilled that in all of the players. And then it got instilled in the fan base as well. That, similar to what people are thinking about Arsenal fans right now. Right? Everyone knows that Arsenal fans this season have just been crying about the, like, oh, the refs are corrupt against us. You'll never see this decision given again and stuff like that. It's just like, shut up, right? Just shut up. To you Liverpool fans out there, that's what you were like for a couple of years under Klopp. And now maybe you can see why people got really annoyed. Because it's awful. It's really, really bad. And that is pretty much why he was... Like, he went from being this really charismatic manager, bringing energy in like being a big character. But then it turned into, again, this just, yeah, whiny excuses for everything. And again, one of the things that one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to football is we could really do with one more English, couldn't we? Is hypocrisy, right? Like, for example, Bruno Fernandes is one that's really, really bad for this. Where if he gets the tiniest touch, he'll go down and he'll hold his face and then he'll cry at the ref and stuff like that. But then if he boots someone and then does that, and then the ref gives a free kick, then he'll get up in his face and he'll start shouting at him and stuff like that. It's just... oh, it's so painful. Knowing that if it was you on the other end of that, you'd be doing exactly the same thing. And that was such a big thing under Klopp at Liverpool. It's one of the reasons they were just so infuriating as a neutral when it comes to like caring about these clubs and stuff. They became so unlikable because of those kind of moments and things like that. Slot hasn't had to use the excuses yet. We've only lost one in the league. It's true. Might get lucky and Casper gets the team of the season. True. That would actually be really, really good. You know what would be amazing? What would have been amazing is this year. Oops, wrong road. Van Nistelrooy last year had a goalkeeper card. Why couldn't he have it this year? Yeah, he wasn't great, but he'd be better than a 76 gold. Why couldn't he have it this year? And we whack him in. Oh well. Can't wait to the window. We'll see what a slot player looks like, because can't count Chiesa as a signing. Why not? Chiesa was supposed to be one of the signings of the summer. Oh my god, what a bargain! When in reality, you signed a player that has declined, mainly due to injuries, ever since that crazy, was it Euros, where he was amazing? He just hasn't been the same since. And people that had watched the Serie A a good amount would tell you that. I don't watch it as much as some people, but I watch it enough to say that at the time I said that he's not what he was. But I guess you never know. Maybe he can get back to his best. I'd be a bit surprised, though. Hermansen gets sold, gets a transfer card. Maybe, but that's still quite a long way down the line, isn't it? At least if it was team of the season for Casper, we'd get that a bit earlier in the year. I mean, you've only got... like, look, let me show you this. Players. Past and present. Leicester. Goalkeeper. These are our options for goalkeeper. Like, come on. Him being a bronze is criminal. And maybe next year that'll be different. Even though we'll be in the championship, he should get a big upgrade. He can't be lower than these two. He can't. But again, last year, Van Nistelrooy. This. Come on. Why can't I have that this year? I mean, even this, like... Kane dominates up here. One of our actual players, rather than a past player, being in the top row is unheard of. It's crazy. Ian Walker, what a man. The thing is, we could easily have an icon goalie in our past and present team because Gordon Banks and Peter Shilton both played for the club. But neither of them are in the game. God damn it. And Gary would help, but does he fit any Evos? He does. You could get him to this. It's really not much of an upgrade, though. And he's still 3-star, 4-star. With still only chip shot plus. Sadly. Just bring out a promo version of Lineker that can also play Cam. I'd like that a lot. Thank you, EA. Cheers. In advance. Played Black Ops 6 recently? Nope, because when I am off stream lately, I am pretty much just playing Stardew. I am working towards 100%ing it. I'm getting there. I'm basically progressing to a point where I can bulk progress. So I think I'm at about 40% completion. However, I'm in a position where in 5 minutes I could bump that up to 50 plus. But I'm building towards being able to like tick off a whole section in one go, kind of thing. So I'm hoping that I'm getting there and sort of nearly done. Like, I love Stardew. It's great. However, I am ready to play some other games and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to, again, ticking off a game and getting on to the next thing. Have you heard about the new training camp Evo? Yep. I did it with... I did a TikTok and an Insta reel of it. I just didn't put it up as a short. Isn't there a skill for Evo you can earn? You can get a 4-star weak foot one, but he already has that. I don't believe there's a skill move one available right now. So with Kante, do we need that? Oh, we do need that. Or do we already have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we actually have exactly the right amount. Can't wait for Forza to come into PS5 in a few months. It's going to be so enjoyable for anyone that is on PS. Yeah, chemistry is... this is why we could really do with an icon. And again, with how frustrating it is to play with a gold goalie, I could just do that. And it also helps a little bit with the chem there. I could also then switch this from Prem to Bundesliga. And Kane would get up to full chem. Or the K-League. Lingard played for Leicester since when? See, last year, I used Peter Schmeichel in the... It wasn't even a past and present team. It was a present Evo Leicester team. But I used Peter Schmeichel in goal because I didn't want to use a Silva in goal. Those were our options. Silva was our best goalie because it was just a present team. And so people thought, oh, but he didn't play for you. I know. I just didn't want to use a Silva. And I had him in the club, so I used him. And then people got annoyed. Every single stream, they'd join and see the Leicester team and see that. And they go, oh, why are you using Peter Schmeichel? So, no. Jesse Lingard. Here you go. He was on loan with us. He played 5 games. No goal involvements. It was crap. Just like Harry Kane. But yeah, he was loaned to a fair few clubs. That West Ham one was the best. COVID loan. Went huge. Do the same with your last team, have Buffon in goal? Yeah. I say it's just infuriating with how pointless. Like, he's still a gold goalkeeper. But there's genuinely no point in having him. He just doesn't make any saves other than ones that a bronze keeper would make. Because the level of forwards is so good. Like I say, this Kane, 99 finishing, 97 composure. You need a top-tier keeper. Need a good Mahrez card? Well, we could just go and buy this one. Maybe I will. You know what? Let's just get him. Grassroots, great. And then I also need to buy El Canus as well. Because I didn't pack him on this account. So... Oh! I already have him. Good. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. I love how there's still no indicator when you go to like the transfer market there that you actually own the card and that you will be buying a dupe. That's really good. Really, really good. Not frustrating at all. There you go. There's Riyadh. The dream scenario is that you could play at Cam and then he'd be in instead of Jailings. But sadly, he can't. I could do a 4-1-2-1-2 wide, which, to be fair, once I do the Silver Evo, that might not be a bad thing to do. And then we'd put Riyadh over on the right. And it would look like this. And instead of Madders, it would not be Steffi. It would be... an unbelievable 74 rated Jeffrey Short. Who, you know what? Let's start that one. Thoughts on Conor Gallagher singing? People mocking it? Not you. You think, why do people be bothered? I have absolutely no idea what you're referring to. So... I have no thoughts. is my answer to that. There we go, Jeffrey. Get in there. So then that could be what the starting 11 looks like. Wow, that's a really, really easy set of upgrades to do as well. So yeah, maybe we look like that instead. I could, if I wanted to, for better chem, then put Maddison in at cam. And to be fair, he doesn't have the 5-star weak foot that Lingard does, but he does have nice play styles. I mean, Lingard's play styles are pretty good. He just felt a bit crap. So maybe we'll give Madders a go here. And again, we're on 32 chem. Who is off? Sir Harold. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Prem. Does that mean we could switch you to Bundesliga, though? And then we'd have 33? I think? Yeah! So that'd be full chem. That's pretty sick. Oh my god. Mr. King has 100 people watching. That's pretty sick. Is he doing that every stream? Fair play. Fair play. What the hell? Oh. Oh, okay. Fair enough. What was I about to check? Here we go. One sec. Would I say that Kane is one of the best Kane cards? Not close to his... Not close to his team of the season last year. That card was unbelievable. However, this one is phenomenal. James, yeah. Riyadh Headliners FIFA 21. That was very, very good. Very good indeed. And so, yeah, by doing this, we do get Riyadh, Vardy, Kante in the team together, which is pretty solid. Schlupp is so out of place here. But once he's evoed, maybe it'll look a bit better. I'd love to have Fatawu in at left wing. But sadly, he can't play there. And his card's not going to be quite as good as that Schlupp one. We got 14 minutes till content, though. Hopefully, it's going to be sick today. We can hope. Have so many Evo Leicester wingers. Did you miss Evos? Left-sided Evos have just not been good for us this year. Right side, sure. But left? Nah. Not unless you're doing the paid ones. Which is why Mavadidi's still his base for me. Have Ayew on the left. Exactly. Exactly my point. Ugh. Can't have Jordan Ayew in the team. Like, even if it's 99. You just can't. Steffi 87. Exactly, it won't be that great. I need something to come out where I can chain him up to something sick. What's wrong with Ayew? Jordan Ayew sums up everything wrong with the club at this moment in time. I've said it so many times and I'll say it so many more. The least attacking forward player I have ever seen play for the club. Like, watching us play this season is painful in general, let alone when he's on the pitch. It's horrible. He's just too slow. It's not even the fact that he's slow. It's the fact that he doesn't go forwards. He would prefer to win a free kick on the halfway line than try and play a through ball to someone that's making an attacking run. It's horrible to watch every single time. Like, if you could be rewarded to his credit, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play for Leicester City that can chest the ball down better than Jordan Ayew. However, that's basically all he does. He'll go out of his way to try and chest it down and then win a free kick. We don't score from free kicks. So what's the point? Get the ball up the pitch. Attack. You're supposed to be a forward. But no. Let me just slowly dribble backwards until I feel a slight kick and then I'll go on the floor. Incredible. What a player. Get him out! Is meeting Vardy one of the best moments? Hell yeah! You mean this one? Pow! The goats! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Of course. I'll never forget that. Music's still broken. Nope. I'm just not playing it because no one ever compliments the music. People only ever moan about it. So I'm just not playing any. Really? Don't start on Decode over Reed. Yeah, he's... The thing is, at least with Bobby, he actually seems to have, at times, good attacking movement. Like, runs to the back post and stuff like that are better with him. So that's one positive. But does that make up for the lack of pace, the lack of dribbling ability, the lack of passing vision, the lack of being able to score any kind of decent goals, the lack of physicality? No. No. Couldn't share the pitch, even on 4x speed, snail's pace. Yeah, honestly. Horrific to watch. Why not play Monga and Mavididi? Yep. Steffi did more in 20 minutes after being subbed on yesterday than the rest of the team combined. Like, how are you starting Ayew or Bobby or like Casey over Mavididi? I don't understand. He's the most electric winger that we have, and that's what we need. You just need to be... You need ball carriers that can progress the ball up the pitch. That's what he does. You saw the amount of crosses that he put in yesterday. He's a progressive player. But instead, we'll start Ayew, who is not a progressive player. And he may be better at holding the ball up, but you don't need that unless you're winning. And we've conceded first. What was the stat? We've played 26 games this season. I think we've conceded first in 21 of those games. I think that's what it said. So, we don't need... What you do is you bring on RU if you're winning the game to hold the ball up and keep possession and stuff like that. Slow the game down. But you don't want that from minute 1. I just don't understand. Mikey, that's sick. Yeah. To be fair, his best nights have been at your club. He's not done anything there, has he? Do feel bad for us. Feels like all the players are giving up. Yep. Yep. Mikey, that's cool. Don't know who sees Wan-Bissaka thinks D could overread over Mavadidi. Yeah, I don't understand. Wan-Bissaka's dribbling this season has been probably the most impressive part about him. Like, we all know Wan-Bissaka is up there with the best one-on-one defenders in the league. His reading of, like, slide tackles and stuff is amazing. And was when he was at Man United. But he just wasn't the attack and defense fullback that they felt that they needed. In reality, maybe he would be nowadays, because his dribbling and his composure on the ball lately has been fantastic. Maybe it's just a United thing. Every single player that leaves them is all of a sudden really, really good. Anthony tearing up La Liga. McTominay smashing it for Napoli. Again, Wan-Bissaka leaves and is amazing for West Ham. Is it a coincidence? Rashford's done okay so far at Villa. Chappie, hello! Welcome to the stream! People used to compare him to Trent was embarrassing because both were different. You genuinely could not get, like, further away on the scale of offensive ability and defensive ability between Wan-Bissaka and Trent. They are polar opposites. Can't forget De Gea. I mean, De Gea stopped playing football for like a year and a half. Did okay for Fiorentina. Man United recruitment summed up, signed injury-prone Mount for 60 mil with a year left. Wan-Bissaka, year left, sold for 15. You know what's even worse? Even if you take Wan-Bissaka out the equation, excuse me, they could have signed this guy for 40 mil, but signed Mount for 60 mil instead. In the same window. Like, I don't get it. Some of their recruitment decisions over the last 5, 10 years, maybe, are so confusing. Smalling was another. Di Maria. Sign Maguire for 80. The thing is, I don't think that Maguire one is anywhere near as bad as it is made out to be. Look at the difference you've got from Maguire for that. Whilst it is very, very crazy money, look at it compared to the likes of Anthony for the same amount. Again, Mount for not much less. He has been the captain, and he's been one of their more solid players in multiple seasons. There was a period where he wasn't playing well enough, and he shouldn't have still been playing. He shouldn't have been picked for England, and moving away from Man United looked like it was probably a good idea. But he's come back, stronger and has basically turned into an undeserving scapegoat a lot of the time. Van Dijk was 75. Yeah, but that's pointless to say. Riyad Mahrez was £400,000. So therefore, any winger signing compared to him looks awful. Just because one team got a great deal on a player doesn't mean that every other deal is terrible. Maguire was a crazy amount of money. But I don't think he's been anywhere near as bad over the time that he's been at United as it's made out. Especially when you directly compare him to their other signings. There has not been a gameplay patch, no. The servers can feel terrible. Kane's pace is 85, so if you have an engine, chem style on him, then he goes up to like 90 pace, 97 shooting, 94, 95 dribbling and passing. Well, no, his dribbling's even higher than that. It's an insane card. David Luiz of PSG. Right, we've got 30 seconds till new content. If you're just tuning in for 6 o'clock, hey, welcome everybody. I hope you've had a fantastic, positive week. And I hope that you're looking forward to the weekend. Maybe you've got plans. If so, I hope that they're really, really fun and enjoyable. We are going to be showing you everything that comes out for Fantasy FC Team 2 in 1 second. Here we go. Lukaku for Man United. Lukaku for Chelsea. Some of these players for that money. Here we go, everybody. Let's see what we've got. And if you do enjoy this or find it informative, please do hit the thumbs up. Or if you want to see more streams, shorts, and videos, you can subscribe. We're probably going to be doing a video on one or more of these players that is coming out today. So what have we got? This fella is a new objective. We also get Fermin on loan. What's fella's card looking like? Still double 4-star, which lets it down because unless you have elite level stats, double 4-star is not enough at this stage. Evolutions! Oh. Whoops. Never mind. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Have we got something new? Is this new? Is that new? Or did that come out and I somehow didn't see it? What's Kramrich saying? That was yesterday. Nick Powell. I didn't see that, even when I looked through Evolutions. Fair enough. Okay. Did we get a new one then? Fantasy Captain is not new. Bench Boost. Onana fits into another one. Must not be Road to the Final cards. It's a double game week, so time for your bench to step up, maximize your points, and give one of your bench players a boost across the board to lift them into your starting 11. Are you trying to like relate this to FPL, but it just doesn't really make any sense at all? Fatawu Abdul. So what does he get? No pace, 1 shooting, 3 defending. Whoa! 3 physical. You can go up to 4-star weak foot and go up to 4-star skills. No more pace, 2 passing, 3 dribbling. Is that kind of boost going to take a bench player into a starting 11 player? Probably not. It might make my Buonanotte a bit better. So he's the kind of card that could go into it, I guess. But I'm not sure there's any cards that are going to get enough of a boost off of this to take them from a super sub to a starter. The caps are too low compared to the cards that you can get on the game now. It's not a great one, sadly. And we do get our first training camp Evos. Now, if you haven't seen these, I did a TikTok and everything on them earlier. These are completely different types of evolutions. You don't play the game in order to complete these. So what you do is, like, there's a paid one and a free one. So let's take this free one. You will get inside forward plus plus. Simple as that. And all you do is... Oh, you can't even put a player into it on here. You have to do it on the companion app or the web app. And you choose a player, and you put them into this Evo for a certain amount of time. And then that card evolves. So you can see on the left side of the screen, underneath where it says progression summary and the upgrades you get, training time. And it says 12 hours. So that is how long it will take for you to get inside forward plus plus on the card that you put into this Evo. Same with this one. This one is 3 days. So you will not be able to use the card for 3 days whilst it is evolving. That's a very important point to note. So if you want to give a player advance forward plus plus, power shot and chip shot, you need to put them in here for 3 days. Okay? So I don't know exactly what I think about this right now. I feel like they're going to start off with small boosts so that we can sort of see how it works. But I don't really understand... Like, their explanation in their, like, pitch notes was, if you only have access to the companion app and web app, then you can still do some Evos. Which, okay, I'm going on holiday later this year, end of June. I won't be able to do normal Evos throughout that week, unless I take, like, my Xbox or whatever, which I could do for Netflix and all of those things, but regardless, let's say I don't. I could do some of these Evos. And so, in that scenario, sure. But for the average person that isn't on holiday all the time, I don't know why you don't have the choice between either leaving them for a certain amount of time or playing to earn it. It feels like you should have that choice. Because, like, 3 days to get those things on a card, normal chip shot, who cares? Normal power shot, okay, it's not great. Advance forward plus plus is good, right? That's fine. Is it worth 3 days of not being able to use the card? The one thing that scares me about this is I wouldn't be surprised in the future to see 2 versions of the same Evo where one of them is paid and it gets done in a significantly shorter amount of time. So you could have this Evo for free and it takes 3 days, or you could have a paid version that takes 2 hours. That could very easily happen, and it worries me. We also have confirmation from EA themselves. These can be as short as a few hours, as we see here, 12 hours, right? It can be a month long. They specifically told us that earlier. In the pitch notes, they can range from a few hours to over 30 days long. So, we'll have to obviously see, like, what kind of upgrades you're getting because you can't use the player whilst it's upgrading. So I don't know what I think about it at this moment in time. I'm scared because of what we know EA have done in regards to just trying to make as much money as possible in the past, and whether they'll utilize this as another way to do it. I don't know. You don't have a problem with it until they add bigger boosts for longer and start selling speed-ups. You play too many mobile games to not be skeptical. Exactly. Exactly. Right, is this new today? Let me just get a tweet up of everything that is new tonight. So that I don't miss anything. Someone must have tweeted it out, right? All of the content so that we don't miss anything. Okay. Where are the people with the reliable tweets? Where are you? So, new objectives. We already looked at the objectives. Right, here we go. So, Team 2. Kolo Muani. Which you see right here. 4-star, 5-star on him. Can only play at striker. Has some really nice stats. And pretty good playstyles. Blonde, exactly. Cash grab scheme would be a total EA move. Exactly. Then it'll be a case of paying 500 FIFA points to get it now. Exactly. That's the worry. Not many cards are still relevant 30 days later. Microtransactions for speed-ups basically confirmed. Yep, that is the worry. So, in theory, maybe not an awful idea, but in practice, I'm scared. Kolo Muani is not super cheap. Let's get a quick price check on this SBC for you. 900k for Kolo Muani. Now, of course, he can get some upgrades. However, I'm intrigued. So in the past, when we've had multiple teams of live cards and SBCs and stuff like that, sometimes they've been backdated to when the first team came out. That is not the case with Team 2. So any Team 2 cards coming out tonight or this upcoming week start today. So anything Kolo Muani may have done in the last week is irrelevant. So, okay. We also have this Rafinha card, who is out for a month. 5-star, 4-star on Rafinha. Right wing, right mid, left wing. Great pace, pretty damn good shooting, passing's okay, dribbling's nice, composure could be a bit better, but it's not the lowest. Physical's also okay. Playstyles, pretty nice. It's a shame that he's lacking something like a technical dribble. Trivela, first touch would be good. But Tiki-Taka Plus and Rapid Plus are nice, especially in combination with Quick Step, Trickster, Power Shot, Finesse. It's okay. It's okay. And he is coming in at 600k. But he is out for a month. So, okay. Next, we have got an 84x5 upgrade. We've seen the Fantasy Fella, and we've seen those Evos. Okay, so let's have a little look at the 84x5. How much of a rip-off is it? You need an 84 squad with a team of the week. We're not gonna profit off of this, but we'll do one of them for the content. One. Right, Kolo Muani's got a better card, so that one's now a bit irrelevant. SBC storage. We are loving an 83 in here. You have better strikers. What, than Kolo Muani? I think a lot of people probably would. That's not high rated enough. Oh dear. We shouldn't have to go too high because we've got that 86 in there. So maybe like a couple of 84s here will be enough. Or maybe an 85. Bump it up. 85 and an 84. Maybe? No. 2 85s? Yeah. Okay, cool. So there's an 84 times 5 done for you. We'll also look at all of the new players as well for you in a sec. But why not open up our couple of packs to see if we can pack any of them before we look through. Might hold the fodder to wait for Felix or Colomwani upgrades and then do either. It's not a bad idea. 84 times 5 then. We get our inform back. You know what? That's okay, right? I have absolutely no idea of the team of the week, so I don't know who that is. What rating are you? 85. Okay. And then 484s, of course. Of course. Right. Wait. When did that card come out? Is that an SBC? Did I miss that, like yesterday? Oh yeah, Mateta. That's cool. Yeah, I missed that one. Right, we have 82 times 7, 82 times 10, 83 times 7, and then 3 83 times 10s to open up here. See if we can get any of the new cards in here. And if not, then we'll start to show you some of them and their prices. There are some very, very big cards that have come out in terms of value today that are going to be outrageously expensive for probably quite a while. Including some heroes. These are not going well, are they? Mateta Williams 55, yeah. That looks okay. Like, nice value. Especially for cards that are definitely going to be upgradable in Evos pretty damn soon, you'd imagine. 88s. All black in that one, a little bit better. But now we've got our 383 times 10s. Were these worth doing? Probably not. Number one, doesn't look like it. These have been awful this week. Although, we do get back an inform. So that one pays for itself. The 3 previous ones I did, actually no, 5 previous ones I did, no inform. No promo card. Dead. Absolutely dead. That's a decent rating. Only decent rating in the pack. No inform in there. Not great. And then the third and final 83 times 10. No promo player. I feel like Fantasy has just been really, really hard for me to actually get any of the cards. Which is not fun. So, do they have anything in the store that interests me for video purposes? One guaranteed Fantasy FC player from the active team. So, that could get me a player to do a video on. Fantasy Nano Pack gets you a loan. Ooh. I like that. That's potentially massive if on either account I could get a banging loan. Go on, you know you want to. That's... No. We're looking for players that are levels above her. Salamakers. That card actually looks sick on the face of it. And then Kika Nazareth. So, let's look at all of these new cards. We've got Tim Howard getting himself an upgrade. Jari Litmanen. Carragher coming in at 1.1 mil, apparently. Leah Williams. Her first card was... Farrah Williams. Leah Williams, different player. Farrah Williams, I used her base hero earlier this year, and I really, really liked her. She was very good. Robbie Keane. 4-star, 5-star, finesse. Could be really good. Zeriberto is... Oh, God, I'm smashing my mic all over the place. Oh, God, it's all happening. Okay. I was going to try and zoom in for you. There you go. See that a bit better. Zeriberto apparently outrageously expensive. Mario Gomez. Cha-cha. Fermin, so he's who you can get on loan. Gisond, Levels, Salamarkers that we just saw. He's double 4-star. Meh. Matthias Tell with what looks to be a potential really nice card at Spurs. Shame that he's double 4. If you had 5 in either of those, that'd be really nice. Fellas, the objective. Kika Nazareth, we've just obtained. She can play centre mid or striker as well. Nice play stars. Good stats, sorry. Burkhardt, we got Cucho Hernandez. Zaniolo. His time at Villa didn't work out, did it? Benjamin Pavard. Centre-back or right-back. Looks like a monster. Colomani we've just seen. Darwin Núñez. Double 4-star. Okay. And yeah, Darwin is definitely going to pick up a booking. So he's not going to get the full upgrades. Alphonso Davies. 83 defending. Dear God. Kira Walsh. Very, very good cards last year. This one looks pretty damn good, not going to lie. Rodrygo, 8 mil. If we could get a loan of him, imagine that for a video. And Rashford, apparently also 8 million coins. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, we could really, really do with getting a monster loan of one of these cards so that I could do some crazy kind of video for you guys. I would absolutely love that. And if not, we're going to have to try and just buy whatever the most expensive one is that I can afford and do a video on them. But in pack number 2, the loans, we get Levels again. Cucho Hernandez, higher rated, but still irrelevant. And Fermin Lopez. Sadly, just packed Pavard. Nice. That is significantly better than what we are looking at right here. Of course, we can open up these packs on the second account as well and see if we get anything on there. That is a very large player. My God. Koulibaly. He looked huge in the tunnel. We can whack 84s up there. Come on, please. Ooh, okay. That is at least potentially a video option. I think like people would be interested in Tell now that he's in the Prem. Okay. Definitely an option. Gesond, nope. And the third one is Fermin. So Matthias Tell is leading the race as it stands for who we would do our first Fantasy FC Team 2 video on. In terms of other store packs, there's this one, which gets you a Fantasy FC hero pick. Who were the hero? Was there any bad heroes? We got Mario Gomez. Mario Gomez coming in at 6 mil, apparently. Tim Howard, you don't want to get him. Littmanen, you don't want him. Carragher, Williams, Keane, Zeriberto, or Gomez would be really good. But yeah, if you get one of those first two, no, that's not what you're looking for. We've got this one, which gets you 2 players from the active team. So if I was going to spend any points on the content account in order to try and get any, then we do have options. 89 plus rules out Fermin, it rules out Gisond and Levels, but you still have Salamarkers, Cucho Hernandez, Zaniolo, Burkhardt, Nazareth in there, which is obviously what you're going to get. That one, the hero loan, is it a pick? It is a pick. So worst case scenario, right? If you open up this, in terms of prices, let me just make sure I'm not missing someone here. Worst case scenario, price-wise, you're getting a Farrah Williams loan. Because you'll get Howard, Littmanen, and then one of these 5. That's not awful. We could do that. And if we get one of the big boys, that'd be amazing. Worst case scenario, we've got a very, very good loan card for the next few months. I think that's actually not a bad pack. So I'm actually going to do one of those on the RTG. If I could get a banger, that'd be sick. What else do you get in here? 1183 with 186 or higher. Sure. We get an inform. Lovely. We get 2 walkouts. Is that a double inform? If so, that's nice for doing like upgrade SBCs and stuff like that. That Hanko and another inform. Adamola Lookman. Sure. Nice. Oh, it's tradable as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we make a chunk of that back. Sick. Even better then. And then, do we hit the 2 bad ones and then a good one? Or not? We're expecting Howard, Litmanen. So there's Litmanen. Robbie Keane, again, now takes the lead for the video. And number 3, Howard? Of course. So this is what I mean. You're pretty much guaranteed the 2 cheap crap ones. But then your third player is going to be good. Regardless of which of the 5 it is, it's going to be someone that is very, very good and usable. Like this Robbie Keane, 4-star, 5-star. Really nice stats. Great play styles. Great roles. Sadly, he is linked to Spurs, so he's probably not going to get those upgrades. But it is what it is. I mean, Litmanen doesn't actually look that bad. You're right. He's 4-star, 5-star, Camel centre mid. Playstyles are actually really good. And his roles are really good as well. And he's in La Liga. Who's he linked to? It is Barca, of course. I wasn't sure if he played for anyone else in La Liga. Because his base card is always linked to Ajax. I didn't know he played for Liverpool, though. I did not know that. And he went to Fulham but never played a game. But yeah, linked to Barca. So he has a very good chance of getting a 99 stat and going up to a 93. So maybe this card is actually going to be a bit slept on. Because it's Litmanen and people don't care about him. But of course we're taking Robbie Keane. I might actually do another one of these. Worst case scenario is that we get Keane here again though. But I think it might be worth it. And then again, I can do it on the content account as well. I'm not going to do all 3 on this one. But I'll do 2. Because for videos... Oh, that's good as well. That's actually really good. I'm going to... I never actually finished sorting the transfer list. I did some of it, but not much. So I'm going to get rid of any 83s. Oh, there's not many. Can we just send some of these to the club? They're all dupes. Of course. Oh, this is such a common bug that does my head in as well. Can we just send like some of these to the club? There we go. That should be enough room, right? I think. Yeah, we're not buying this. We're trying to get to our stuff. There we go. So, they can all go up there. They can go up there. And it does pay for a chunk of the pack back. And then you get the loan on top. So, the dream here is no Robbie Keane. I mean, the dream scenario is that we don't see Howard or Lippmann, and then it's an unbelievable pick. But hopefully no Robbie Keane. Okay. Farrell Williams to start is good. It's a shame. Would have been amazing if it was like Gomez, Zeriberto, and then Howard. So I could take Keane for another 10 games, but we are going to take Miss Farrell Williams because that is a really nice set of 2 loans that are going to be very, very helpful for the next few months until we get to Team of the Season. And we would have made... We potentially made back the cost of one of those 2 packs. Which isn't too bad, if you ask me. And then, as I said before, we can do the same on the content account and see if we get anything decent on there. I'd be a bit surprised. Let me just quickly switch to this. If we get better. But I'm buzzing with that. We have already got ourselves a player that we can do a video on. So I would potentially be down to pretty much start, if we don't get anyone better than Robbie Keane, to just start thinking of things to do challenges on to do with Keane and get starting on the video. These prices are correcting a little bit. You see, Mario Gomez is not worth 6 mil. He is dropping rapidly. Zeriberto is the big one. Right? If you could get him, that's the one. Because he is a very, very expensive boy. Robbie Keane, Williams and Carragher, still expensive. I mean, these ones aren't really, really cheap either. For the worst heroes to be that much is still pretty good. Obviously, Rashford, Rodrygo would be massive cards to be able to get a hold of. But also a lot less viable to really be able to get those, unfortunately. Let me very quickly check something. Because this could set us up for a couple of weeks. But I need to check this. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, and let's get ourselves a couple of these loan packs. Okie dokie. And then make some videos over this weekend. We can do Robbie Keane. Maybe I could even do Williams. Or maybe we could get someone else that we can do something with. So, let's go over here. And let's go to those packs. So we obviously will start off with these little ones and see if we can get a Rashford or Rodrygo loan in one of these would be outrageous value for money. It's not going to happen. Matthias Tell on this account as well. I will happily take that one. Happily take him. 2 more of those. And then we've got those ones that we just opened with the heroes. And then there are more things in the store as well, but we might leave it at that for now. First up, Matthias Tell again. Levels and Fermin. We'll just take more games on Tell. Means that I can just use him properly for a little bit without the worry of that loan running out. We can do more video stuff with him, potentially. And then the last one of these gets us anything different? No. Yes, but okay. Sure, we'll take you. So nothing crazy in those ones, but let's get those heroes opened and see if we can get ourselves something sick here. Was it this one? Yeah. So, let's do these. Yeah, they were pretty bad. I don't really care about what's in these packs. I mean, if there's anything that's worth a lot in them, that would be very, very nice indeed. Because this account has not had its transfer list sorted in a long, long time. So there's probably a chunk of, yeah, 83s on here. Just get them out of there. We don't need that. 84 and above is what we need up there. Right. Sort that. Here we go. Come on then. We're looking for Zé Roberto or Mario Gomez. Cha-cha. Let's just double check with a refresh the prices. Zé Roberto has gone up a little bit. My goodness. Imagine we could get him. We get Mr. Litmanen. Okay. Carragher. Someone different to what we got on the RTG. And Howard. So, again, expected is that we get the two 200k-ish players and then one of the 5. Still not bad, though. Really. And we've still not packed one of the cards either. Despite opening these, which is kind of poor, if you ask me. But next one. Starting off with Litmanen. Middle one. It's going to be exactly the same pick, isn't it? Okay. Maybe we take one of these two then. Carragher can play all across the back line as well. I'm going to take Litmanen, I think, over Howard. Best playstyle plus from the pick. Depends on who you're wanting to use it on, really, doesn't it? You might have a player who is lacking a specific playstyle that's available via that. Or you might not really care, and then therefore just go for like the most meta choice that will fit someone at some point soon. Would, I guess, be the shouts. But, yeah, it really, really depends on if you've got someone that you're waiting to use it on. Williams for this account, good. Litmanen and Howard. Yeah, okay. So we'll take Farah on this account as well. So the most expensive player we got is Keane. And then we also got ourselves Williams and Carragher. So no Zé Roberto and no Mario Gomez. Cha-cha. What were the other ones available? This. I mean, I could. What was this one? That's just going to give you 288s, though. Let's do this as the last one and see if we get anything monstrous. Who on earth is that? It's a centre mid. It's going to be Rudiger, followed by who? Kika Nazareth. I feel like that is pretty much as expected. So, nothing crazy. I think we'll probably end up going back onto the RTG and doing a video around Robbie Keane. Are people going to be more interested in him than Carragher? Surely they are, right? And Carragher looks good, but I just don't know how well a video on a defender compared to an attacker is likely to do. It feels like it has to be Robbie Keane. So the question I have for you guys So do I think Kolo Muani's worth doing? The thing is, with these players, you can wait until they potentially get upgrades and then do the SBC. That's the beauty of live promos. You don't have to do them immediately as soon as they come out. You have the option to see what their card will go up to, or at least partially what it will go up to, before committing to it. So, he does look good, yeah, but would I commit to doing him day one of his release? I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Oh, okay. Okay. So there's too much expired at the same time that the text takes up too much of the screen and it freezes the game. Nice job, EA. Nice. That is incredible. Well done. So you can do the same with João Felix. You can wait and see what upgrades he may potentially get before committing to him. So yeah, my question to you guys is, if we're doing Robbie Keane, can you think of anything specific to Robbie Keane that you would like to see in like a squad building video? Like any challenges or anything like that tied to Keane, any of the clubs that he played for, his nation, anything like that? Is there anything you can think of off the bat that would potentially be different than what I would have in my mind in order to do a video on him? Because what I'd like to do is get that done tonight. Recreate a goal from each of the clubs he played for. So, Robbie Keane. Oh my god. There's so many clubs. There's so many clubs. Maybe we could try a couple. Like, I can't... Off the top of my head, I can't remember any iconic Robbie Keane goals, but maybe there are some that we could try and recreate. Like in the Vardy video, when I did his volley against Liverpool. I feel like I remember Robbie Keane more for celebrations than for any iconic goals. Robbie Keane, best skills and goals. We love these kind of videos. But maybe past and present for all the teams, probably easy to do Liverpool. Yeah, but that's not how these videos work. The videos are a challenge video where you go position by position and each player is chosen via a different thing. So one player could be chosen as it has to be a past and present Liverpool player. But the way that we're doing these is the first player might be, it has to be an Irish player. The next one, oh, we've spun a bronze player. We have to go for a bronze. The third one has to be something to do with the Premier League. The fourth one, we have to do a challenge. And depending on how well we do in the challenge, we can choose our own player or we get one chosen by like randomly spinning a wheel or something like that. So it's not the whole squad's being built with one idea in mind. It's each player has an individual idea tied to it. So for example, in the... which video was it? The Vardy video? at one point I did a GeoGuessr segment where if I managed to correctly identify the country, then I could choose a player from that country for that position. So I got to choose Sour because I got Japan right. And stuff like that. So something like recreating a goal can be one of the things on the wheel. And so can a past and present player from a particular club. Like, you could even do Coventry on there. I have no idea what past and present Cov players there are on this game, but that could potentially be an option. And so let's actually have a look, because I'm intrigued. Past and present Coventry. These would be your options. So if you're looking in the forward areas, you're not bad. However, Matson's an option? Yeah, you go further back down the pitch, and that would not be a good thing to spin. I like how it doesn't have Robbie Keane on here. Oh, it just doesn't have his new card. I was going to say, because he has played for them. Each club he played for, 17, and then the position. But, again, that's... That's not how I'm doing it. Otherwise, it'd just be a past and present team around Robbie Keane. But we try and... Like, let me load... Where have I got it saved? Where do I have this saved? Here. So... This is a past one that I had for, like, Raul. And we had a load of different things on here. So, obviously, we would edit this and change it so it would all be around Robbie Keane. But examples before, draft captain, store packs, having to choose an objective player, doing a hero pick. In the past, I've had stuff like doing IRL football challenges in order to try and obtain a player. You can put in an icon, put a bronze. Roulette wheel chooses... I actually like that one a lot. And I might bring that back. For that one, you spin a roulette wheel, which is 0 to 36. And whatever number the roulette ball lands on, you have to choose a player that wears that number. Stuff like that. Just wacky little challenges that mean that we use completely different players, all whilst having this overarching goal of reaching a certain team rating and playing a game at the end and stuff like that. So, the more niche things that we can get, the better. So, these are the kind of things that we are looking for. And so, I think that's going to be the plan tonight, is we will do a Robbie Keane video, and I'll get that video out for you tomorrow, because I'm out for a good chunk of tomorrow playing Pokemon Go, because it's a massive community, like, event day. So, guess the footballer type thing. Yes. The question is, do we do it on, like, old Premier League players from, like, his era? I don't know. Diego Jota or Rafinha? Not entirely sure what you mean, to be honest with you. Oh, either of the SBCs. I mean, Rafinha has 5-star skills, so he's more fun. Jota might be a bit more meta, but that's boring. But yeah, we could potentially do a, yeah, like guess the footballer, either from like their career path, because he's gone through so many clubs. We could do a career path, like quiz kind of thing. And you got to guess the player from the career path, and maybe we do like 5 players, and if we get 4 of them right, then I get to choose the card that I put in, something like that. Any ideas like this are always welcome for these videos. Because I really enjoy the niche things. Just got Thunderstruck Jairzinho level 40 pick. That is sick. So yeah, as I say, I'm out for a big chunk of tomorrow. So my plan will be that tonight, I get this wheel sorted, we get this video recorded, and then I edit it tonight, and I'll put it out for you tomorrow at like midday or something like that. And hopefully people really enjoy it, because I don't know what happened with the João Felix one. It didn't do well. It got hardly any views, which surprised me because I thought it would be a popular card. But people evidently either disagreed or just didn't find the video for whatever reason. So hopefully with this this Keane one, that could do okay. And I'll try and keep thinking of ideas, and maybe in like an hour's time or something like that, I'll start recording. So if any of you think of anything that you'd like to potentially do in for the video, then you can tweet me or something like that. If I had a more active Twitter community, or like on my community posts on my YouTube, if I had more people that would immediately reply, then I could get people involved in some way. But there are so many times that I'll tweet something out with like a question and I just won't get a reply. So maybe if these videos did better and we started growing more and more on those kind of things, that we could use them. That would also be used as part of it. But we'll have to figure that out. So yeah, I'll get this wheel sorted and added to with any ideas that I think of to do with Mr. Robbie Keane. And we'll record that tonight, get it out for you for tomorrow. Will I stream on Sunday? Maybe Sunday evening I'd stream, because again, throughout the day I'll probably be out because it's the whole weekend Pokemon Go. It's from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow and Sunday. So I will be busy with that. But then after those things, we'll see. I'm going to have some editing to do for Tom as well. I'm assuming he's going to be recording some stuff tonight. Although he did say he's going on holiday with like Andy and a couple of others, I think, for some golf trip. So I don't know if they've already gone. If they haven't, then they're probably bulk recording tonight with new cards, and I've got a lot of editing to do. So I will get this video out for you tomorrow, though. Like, guaranteed, this video will be out tomorrow. It will be in the similar style to the Vardy and João Felix videos, which, as I say, I've really enjoyed doing. So hopefully you guys also enjoy them as well. And I'm not really sure what else there is to say. There's no Prem tonight. Is there FA Cup, or is that just over the weekend? Is there an FA Cup game tonight? There is. It's Villa versus Cardiff, so we'll have that on at the side as well. And then I'd like to get a video out on the football channel over the weekend as well. And then maybe we'll do another similar style video to this throughout the week on another player. That would be really nice as well. So hopefully multiple things coming your way. if anyone that is watching this is new, my name is Scott. We're uploading shorts, we're uploading normal videos, and we're streaming. So if you like the vibe, you can subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, you can follow if you want to see more. That would be fantastic. The more, the merrier. We will also be... we got some other games to stream. I want to try out Splitgate, like 2.0. That has now got an open alpha, I believe, that is available. So I want to try that out. We need to continue Elden Ring as well. Is Tell worth trying out? I haven't used him yet. He looks like he could be solid. And there is a good chance that he may end up featuring in the video. Because I will have something on the wheel where I have to use a Fantasy FC card. I'll probably have Spurs on the wheel as well. So he could pop up as part of that vid tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, as a base card, it looks pretty good. What does he need to get? If he doesn't get a card, he could get 5-star. Maybe there's a decent chance of that. He could get a goal or an assist. Will they win 2 of their games? Not sure. Club scores 10 goals. They genuinely could, because it's Spurs. They could win a game 6-0 and then lose the next one 4-0. So they could score 10 goals. But they'll probably just give him 99 pace, because they're boring when it comes to that stuff. What they should do with some of the lower rated cards, if he gets the 99 face stat upgrade, they should put it in like passing. That would be sick. Then you take the card to this like elite level. But no, they're boring. So as I say, they probably won't do that. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream today. New content looks good. As I say, a couple of videos coming out for you based on it, with the first one being that Robbie Keane. We need to get back on the main account because that is where that card was. And hopefully you're going to absolutely love that video when it goes live. I think I'll try and put it out for midday tomorrow. Or should I do it for the afternoon? We'll do it for midday. Do it midday for you. Robbie Keane crazy challenge video, something like that. I don't know what we'll title it, but that's the kind of thing you can expect. So enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you anyone that liked, subscribed, followed, all of those kind of things. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for the support and all of that. Adam, occasionally, but not today, because we are ending in order for me to go and start brainstorming for this Robbie Keane video. So I guess our squads, what rating was he? I think he was 91. You got Carragher. I don't know why you would be upset at that. Carragher looks great. Like, that's why I opened the hero picks, because you get Howard and you get Litmanen, but then any of the other 5 are great. Williams, Keane, Carragher, Zeriberto, or Mario Gomez. He's 92 rated. So do we try and build a 92 rated team around him? Is that what we do for the video? Or do we go bigger? Try and build like a 93. I don't know if I can afford it. Have Team Varane and Konate at the back. Well, he might be better than Konate. Who knows? Who knows? You'll have to try him out. He can also play left back and right back. So, he's pretty good. But yeah, Keane. 5-star weak foot. See, this is the kind of thing where in the past, if I did an IRL football challenge, because he has a 5-star weak foot, I'd have to hit like the crossbar with my left foot 8 times out of 10 or something like that. You wanted either Rodrygo or Davies. Oh, you don't ask for much, do you? Either an 8 million coin card or a 1.8 million coin card. Come on. Deary me. Ridiculous. I wanted Rodrygo. I wanted 3 Rodrigos tradable. Didn't get them, though. Sadly. But yeah, keen is the video that we're going to make. Up tomorrow at midday. If you have any ideas to put on the wheel that will be deciding his fate in terms of his teammates and whether we end up having to make any big discards or anything like that, tweet them at me, any of that stuff, and we will have things like this on the go, deciding who his teammates are. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that video. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Thank you so much, every one of you, for being a part of it. I will see you guys tomorrow for this video. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.